All right, this is Bob from Virginia Cage Fighting Championships. Can you tell me your name and where you're from, please?
My name is Dante Miller, originally from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Grew up around here in Franklin County.
All right, so tell me a little bit about why you got into mixed martial arts, why you like fighting.
I got into mixed martial arts because this is actually the only thing I've done that actually makes me happy. I worked in offices, I've been to college, played football, but it was just monogamous thing every day. This is one thing where I get up, I'm happy about doing it. It's nothing but a smile the entire time.
So do you see yourself in the future maybe turning pro? What kind of future do you think you have in mixed martial arts?
I believe as long as I'm working at it and this makes me happy, I have any future I want. It's basically, I limit myself.
So is there anyone that you like in mixed martial arts, anyone you look up to?
I like Jardine just because his personality outside of the cage. He's gets in the cage, he's a tough, mean guy. Outside the cage, he's a humble, sweet, quiet guy. That's kind of guy I am.
So, you know, you live here in Franklin County, the moonshine capital of the world. What do you do for a living around here?
Anything with my hands, really. But then again, I'm a jack of all trades. I'll go work at a restaurant, wash dishes if I have to. Go in a hotel, smile, put on a suit if I have to. Anything I can do, put money on the table to support myself and anyone else I need support.
So, you know, what kind of style or what kind of training do you go through when you're preparing for a fight?
Anything from BJJ, wrestling, boxing, whatever is going to help me win that fight.
All right, so anything you want to say out there to the fans? We're looking for you a fight for October the 12th, Franklin County Throwdown 2. Anything you want to say to the fans?
Thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate you greatly. You make all this worth it. You make it fun. I'm glad when you come, you have a good time, and I have a good time being with you.
All right, and you won your first fight the last time that you competed in. What did you think about that? Your first experience in the cage, how'd that go for you?
My first fight was amazing. I loved it so much. It was so much adrenaline, and at the same time, my whole mind just went blank. It was like I was in the crowd watching myself. It was a great feeling.
Awesome, man. I look forward to having you in the cage again. It's been a pleasure talking to you. See you October the 12th.
Thank you. I hope to see you too.
All right, this is Bob from Virginia Cage Fighting Championships. We're checking out a super heavyweight bout between C.D. Palumbo of Team Ruthless and Dante Miller of Country Boy Brawlers. They come out and touch gloves, and here's what you see here. You see two fighters. This is what you expect to see from two super heavyweights when they come out. Heavy swinging, a lot of bombs. CD looks real light on his feet. He's moving around real well. Nice right hand from Dante over the top that connects. And there's another right hand. Seems like he's finding a home for that right hand. Another little right there as CD throws a right. A lot of haymakers, you know, most of them getting through here. Dante gets another right in there as CD engages him. And nice little jab by CD Palumbo there. Another little jab. The jab seems to be working for CD. And he sets up that right hand off of that jab. It wobbles Dante just a little bit. There you see the right hand again. And they immediately go down into a stalemate position right here. You see a right hand to the body there, which will really pay dividends as the fight goes on. You look in the corner of Team Ruthless, you see Paul Brown, downtown Paul Brown, David Tays, you know, imploring their fighter to work here. Mike Troxel is definitely checking out the action here, making sure, you know, everything's on the up and up, and that both fighters are working to better their position. Dante looks to be trying to trap CD's left hand and maybe rolled over to his left, but it doesn't seem to be working. It's hard to move these super heavyweight guys around like that. CD's trapping the leg here and moving Dante into a position where he is, you know, has more of an advantage. Dante briefly goes for the right leg, but is stopped, and then he eats a couple of shots here from CD. CD gets the warning, no fight, no punches to the back of the head there. And we go over that in every rules meeting where those punches are legal. These seems to be legal punches. Dante's covering up real well. This is a tough position because, like I said, when you have a super heavyweight on top of your back like that, it's very difficult to hook the leg, very difficult to, I guess, move into the right position here. Dante still seems to be turning. Now this time he seems to be turning the other way. Some sort of escape that he's looking for here. But he doesn't really have the strength or the power to do it. We'll tell you that, this venue that I used here was supposed to cut on the air conditioning early in the morning, but they decided to do it at 3 o'clock. So it's kind of warm in the building, and this is one of the reasons that these guys gassed out fairly quickly. Both of them are debuts, so of course nerves get to you as well. As the round ends and both of them move back to the center of, back to their corners, and we get ready for round number 2. Here you see Paul and David Tays both working on, getting CD ready for the next round. BCC official tells them you can only have one corner inside of the cage. The other one must stay outside. There you see our lovely cage girl April carrying the sign, and a couple of guys cleaning up what looks to be blood or sweat out of the cage. Not sure if that's blood or sweat. Here you have Country Boy Brawlers. Scott Hogg trying to implore Dante and let him know what he needs to do for the next round. Wish I could be in that corner and hear what they got to say, but definitely trying to get their fighter not to probably go to his stomach and get ready for the, what he needs to do for the very next round. Both fighters look a little bit gassed, but like I said, it was really hot in there. A very packed venue, where you did have, I guess what you would say, a heating issue or air conditioning issue, and definitely have two guys who are ready for round 2. And here we come back to the middle of the cage, and they're sort of eyeing each other. Nice kick by CD right there. That was actually something he could build off of, working forward in this match. I don't know if you guys can hear, my kids are in the background, but fakes a kick there, doesn't actually follow through with it. Here you have they're just kind of eyeing each other. CD is bouncing around, looks real light on his feet, but mouth is sort of wide open. Nice left hand as Dante comes in. Sort of definitely trying to get that one big shot, and there you see a right hand from Dante, another right hand. Now they're swinging, and there's a right hand that is starting to take its toll on CD. Another right hand. That right hand is definitely finding a home for Dante Miller. Now they lock up here, and you can see CD is obviously tired. They move back to the middle of the cage, both of them trying to get their breath here to come out for one last standoff. And it's been a really exciting fight. They're throwing haymakers, as super heavyweights often do. There's a nice jab, nice left hand, and Dante moves into position, and there's the right hand again. Clips him with that right hand, and then boom, right hand from CD. A nice little right hand. Then he comes back with a back fist, which is an odd sort of move. It seemed to catch Dante a little bit there. Dante moves back into position, but you can see CD is really tired right here. And Dante moves into position, throws that right hand, hits him with a nice left right hook. And this is where your conditioning either pays off or it fails you. And you see CD is bent over and slumped over. Dante goes for the choke, and CD taps very quickly to that choke. Probably mostly from fatigue. And you see everyone clapping. A very good fight to start off the night. Roanoke Rampage 2. Definitely not a fight I want to remember probably not my best show as far as craziness went, but Country Boy Brawler's on the scene with a win. Dante gets his first win in his first fight at the Virginia Cage Fighting Championships. He would go on to win the super heavyweight title. And there you see Otto Williams there patting him on the back. And the Country Boy Brawlers, you see them in the cage. They really fit the mantra of being from the country. And Dante, if you saw his interview earlier, he's a country guy too. So it's sort of it's one of those things. They definitely go together. And here they are telling him, "What a great job. You didn't give up. That was a tough fight. CD was definitely a tough opponent from Team Ruthless." And here they are. They get him on up. Both fighters obviously real tired. And Dante is going to go over here. Good sportsmanship between the guys. There was a little rivalry between Country Boy Brawlers and Team Ruthless. But no big deal. Dante goes over. And he goes over and tells Paul and them, congratulations. They shake hands. And good sportsmanship in the end. Great fight. Good way to start the show. And Dante Miller is your winner by guillotine choke in the second round. And we look forward to seeing you at Phase 2, Cage Rage, where Dante Miller returns to take on Michael Jones in a title eliminator bout.